Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be picking up where I left off last night. And I believe I was going to turn this into Denelin down here. I did pick up my professions. I apologize if there is a lot of background noise today, just because it is early in the day when I'm recording this. I like to think that my sound filters will eliminate a lot of that, though. I have been checking out the WoW Classic hardcore servers lately because they did release semi recently as of the time I'm recording this. I'm still on my first character, but it's definitely a different experience than what I was expecting, so. Return to Dallin. Ah, so Relian sent you to aid me. I'm glad you arrived here so soon. I've discovered something quite disturbing. Oaken Scowl. In a cave along the southern bank of the lake, a timberling named Oaken Scowl is spreading corruption to all the creatures that make Lake Elameth their home. I dared not get too close, but even from a distance, it is obvious. Oakenscowl is being poisoned by the largest tumor I have ever seen. I would call it gargantuan even. Lunacy, you have already done so much to aid my efforts, but I ask of you one more task. Hunt down Oakenscowl and collect the tumor. Remove this source of corruption from my home. So quest objectives. Denelin at Lake Alameth wants you to collect the gargantuan tumor from Oakenscowl. So that is what I shall do. Of course, after I pick this herb. I do want to stay relatively up to date on my professions because it can help considerably on my journey. And it does look like I picked up that alchemy quest. I can't pick Major Oil yet. Oh, soon though. My herbalism's at 49. So just one more skill point and I can pick them. I'm gonna grab this because I know for that alchemy quest I am gonna need a decent amount of earth. And that does make it so I can pick Mage Royal. So on my way back, when I go to turn in the quest that I'm doing right now, I should be able to grab that Mage Royal if somebody else didn't already. And that did make it so that Peace Bloom is now green instead of yellow. So I may not skill up picking Peace Bloom anymore. It's not a guarantee. Every once in a while I get an error on the add-on. I think it is up to date, but I didn't check right before I loaded in today, so I might have to peek after I'm done recording this video. I think for this pull, I'm gonna give myself a food buff. Oh my goodness, there are herbs all over here. I think up there. So, I'm gonna let myself get a bit more mana as well. And I do need to remind myself I do have potions. 176. They have the same amount of health. And I can use entangling roots on him. That was actually pretty smooth. So we have the gargantuan tumor. I think I am going to go up around that way just to pick up those herbs. The earthroot is very tempting. I'm trying not to get too distracted though. It's hard. Oh, that Mage Royal is calling my name though. Can I see it from here? Yes. Because I definitely need Mage Royal. I didn't realize that there were furbolgs over here. They're everywhere. First Mage Royal. it anyways. I was trying not to. And normally I would run, but there's another one right there, so I don't want them to gang up on me. I'm starting to wonder if I should have just grabbed the earth root that I saw and went back the way I came. I'm not gonna go all the way over there for some silver leaf, because then I would have to fight all those enemies. Oh, hi. I wasn't expecting him there. Yeah, there are a lot of enemies over here. But I think down over here is where it starts to be the Timberlings again. Yeah. Once I get back to town, I'm gonna see what I need for those lion strength elixirs. I see it there. It should ding me, yep. Which actually gives me a talent point. Can't get to it. Dang, okay. And I'm not going back and all the way around for it. I'm sure there'll be plenty of earth root for me to pick later on down the road. My inventory is actually full. Have you located Oakenscowl yet, Night Elf? I knew you were more than capable of ridding the lake of that horrible beast. It is a distressing situation. Oakenscowl was once a grand leader amongst his kind, but corruption does not discriminate between lowly and the noble. The size of this tumor is quite disturbing, but I must study it to learn more about the disease that upsets the Timberling population. Thank you, Lunacy. I think I'll have to... Oh no, he should just swap it out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I do need Earthroot. I need one more Earthroot. And I can turn that alchemy quest in. And my druid trainer should also have some new spells for me to learn. That's right, I have a druid quest to go to Moonglade as well. I think I want to finish up in Teldrassil first, if I can. Let me vendor this stuff first. Let's see what he's got for me. Nothing? Okay, regrowth and revive. I suppose I will head over and get that cave quest started. Hmm. I'm just looking at how little inventory space I have available to me because I know that quest that I'm about to go do is very brutal on the inventory. There's a lot of stuff that I have to loot that are quest items. There's really not a whole lot that I can get rid of, though. So we'll see how this goes. It's the Relics of Awakening, and then also while I'm down there, there'll be an available quest called the Sleeping Druid. And normally I don't like doing this quest very much, just because it's down in a cave, and it does take a little while. But since I am level 12, so I am a little bit higher of a level in comparison to what I'll be fighting. It should hopefully go a little bit easier. Oh. Earthroot. So I know what I'm going to be doing. Before I go down into that cave, I'm going to go turn in that alchemy quest. Because I just needed one earthroot. And since I literally just have to go right over here, there's actually another one over here. Bear with me, guys. I do have ADHD. Exactly who I need to go to as well. Ooh, Lunacy, do you have the elixirs to trade? These are nicely mixed. You take great care in your trade, Lunacy, and this is important for an alchemist. Here are your herbs, freshly gathered. May you use them well. I think I even got most of everything I need to pick up from Darnassus even. So after this cave quest, there's just one thing I have to pick up from Darnassus, which is this one, but that sends me to the Flight Master. So I should, after these quests, be able to, I think, port to Moonglade and start my druid quest. I'm grateful that they are mostly dropping cash, because not only do I need it, but it doesn't take up inventory space. One dropped a whole bunch of garbage. I don't think this really helps me because it's for melee damage, but I use it to get it out of my inventory. It's for melee as well, which I am not. I'm gonna take a seat and have some mana. Made the comment about them dropping cash, so I noticed they were quick to stop doing that. I will be having to drop quite a few items in order to complete these quests, which is unfortunate. I know that there is a patrolling enemy that comes up this cave, so I am just letting some of my mana regenerate before I go charging in. Oop, there he is. I'm gonna take another drink. I should have maybe got some more water before coming down here, but we'll make do with what we have, I hope. I think it's because they're enemies that are very close together, so there's not a whole lot of time in between the fights to regenerate a whole lot of mana. Luckily, I think I remember my way around, because I just did this quest the other day. Classic. So it is still relatively fresh in my memory. There is a battered chest. I think it spawns enemies if I try and take it, though. I have a plan. Okay, so it didn't spawn them. Perfect. And it did give me some water. So I'm gonna drop that. I still didn't get my moonfire, though. Not moonfire, starfire. I'm gonna head down this ramp. Not a big fan of the fact that they can cast Healing Wave. It's okay. The reason I don't like it too much is because that means I'm using more mana to have to bring them back down in health. At least they're still giving experience, though. They actually loaded me up with linen cloth, which is another thing that I need for my first aid. I'm actually gonna melee him. Save myself some mana. Level up my staffs. Oh, someone's down here. Somewhere. I think I need the cloth more than I need. Oh yeah, someone's down here. Another druid. And this is the Sleeping Druid quest. The Gnarlpine shaman that inhabit this place have discovered a way of separating a sleeping druid's spirit from a physical body. The Furbolg have animated my physical form and are using it to attack anyone that attempts to explore the Banathil Barrow-Den. I am now trapped in the Emerald Dream, powerless to stop this. You must help me. The Gnarlpine shaman carry a strange charm which is used to perform this ritual, and I'd like to examine it. Please, Lunacy, bring one to me. So I have to kill the shamans until I get a voodoo charm. Things are starting to respawn that their player killed. So, I'm gonna quick take a little drink so that I have enough mana just in case something else spawns on top of me like those other two items. Was there something in that room that I missed? There may have been. I'm just gonna quick take a peek. Oh no, that's a different room. I know which room it wants me to go to. It's the same room that other druid was going to. We'll get rid of that. Gonna try and not auto loot to fill that spot because I still have to get the voodoo charm and a Ravenclaw talisman. Of course I say that right as I auto looted, but that's okay. I'm hoping that a shaman drops it relatively quickly. There we go. Here's to hoping. I wonder what happened to that druid. Maybe they got lost. As you can see, there's many trails that branch off. It's very easy to get lost in here. That's why I said something about this quest being pretty fresh in my memory, which is going to be a big help. Back in the day when Wrath of the Lich King was current content, I did have it memorized down here. But then it was a long time since coming back down here, and I had forgotten. I was gonna say, I think there's another, and there sure was. And then I think there's one or two at the end over here, so I'm just gonna let some of my mana regenerate. And in the meantime, I'm gonna have to destroy that. Because I need to make room for that last quest item. Right here, the Ravenclaw talisman. So now I'm gonna bring that voodoo shaman back to the sleeping druid. Some stuff is starting to respawn, it looks like. Oh yeah, very much so. I see a chest has spawned. I wonder if there is any water in it I can take. I do really wonder what happened to that other druid. No water. That's okay. I have enough to get me through the rest of this. I think I'm actually gonna destroy the swift thistle. I don't use too much of it from what I can remember for alchemy. If I can examine the charm, I may be able to figure out how to break the enchantment. Have you found one? Thank you, Lunacy. What an odd trinket this is. I can sense the vile aura emanating from it. This is a very powerful enchantment. After examining this charm, Lunacy, I see now what must be done. Please take it and do as I ask. You are to explore the deepest areas of the Benethil Barrow Den. There, you will find my soulless body. Although I regret what I am about to tell you, I see no other way to free myself from the control of the gnarl pine. In order for me to escape them, you must kill my physical form. Once that is done, use the voodoo charm on my fallen body. After you have completed this task, please return to me. Alright, so we gotta go back down and do what must be done, unfortunately. I think it's right at the bottom here. Right over here. Yeah. He patrols. So I'm actually gonna put, well, I'm gonna try and pull this guy. Yeah, there he is. I have to regenerate some mana. So I'm gonna let him do a lap real quick. One thing is for certain though, when I get back to town, I should be able to level up my first aid quite a bit. Alright, so let's pull him. Ooh, a tunic. Choices. It is cloth though, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. And then use the voodoo charm. His body. I have to return to him and let him know that I did what he asked. Actually, that used the voodoo charm, so I can take that green piece of gear with me. That's a chest piece. But it does have less armor on it. So I am going to stick with my leather, even though it has worse stats. That's okay, it'll render for a couple of silver at least. And I expect when I'm talking to him, I'm gonna have those furbolgs respawn on me. I am finally free of the control of the gnarlpine. Thank you, Lunacy. My spirit may now rest peacefully forever in the Emerald Dream. Perhaps one day we may meet again, young druid, but for now, please accept this reward as a symbol of my gratitude. I guess I'm actually gonna destroy that tunic. And I am going to hearth out of here and save myself that long journey back. And I'm gonna go turn in that quest, which will clear all those quest items out of my inventory. The Relics of Awakening. Lunacy. The kidnapped druids of the Talon will be forever trapped in the Emerald Dream if we cannot retrieve the Relics of Awakening from the Banathil Barrow Den to the west. For every minute we delay, their fate comes one step closer to eternal doom. You have succeeded, young druid. Well done, and just in time, I might add. Ursel the Mauler. The time has come to save the druids of the Talon. If we fail now, Lunacy, they will be forever lost in sleep. I shall prepare the Relics of Awakening and perform the ritual. For my work to take effect, the cursed beast responsible for this horrible situation must be slain. Only then will the ritual be complete. It was Ursel the Mauler who meddled with our brethren's calling, and it is Ursel the Mauler who must now pay so they can be freed. Travel to the Gnarlpine Hold in the southwest and slay him. And another talent point. He gave me that new staff that I'm gonna equip. I am gonna use some of this cloth. so that I can do that. But I can't use wool until I get 80 in first aid, so I'm hoping the background sound isn't coming through too much. It seems like more people are waking up and getting outside for the day. So I'm probably going to be ending this video somewhat soon. It sounds like my neighbor is doing some yard work. Alright, so Ursel the Mauler is all the way down here. So that is where I shall go. And I may see some herbs along the way to distract me, I'm sure. I believe I also can pick up mixology now that I did that alchemy quest. And what mixology does for me as an alchemist is any elixirs or flasks that I am able to craft last twice as long when I drink them. So instead of lasting 1 hour, it lasts for 2. So I think I'm actually gonna go swing into Darnassus and pick that up, because that is quite a nice buff, and I can't help but to notice that my elixir only has 10 minutes left on it. If it had like half an hour left on it, I would just wait until I was done with the quest. I'm actually hearing my birds upstairs, so I'm wondering if I need to end this video soon. I may do that. I may just pick up the mixology and end it, just because we are also approaching the 1 hour mark. So I like to think I'm not cutting it too short. It's still a decent length of time, and I did kind of expect that that quest in that cave to pretty much be its own video, because it does take a little while down there to gather all those items. I really hope I remember the correct correctly on learning mixology. And playing classic too much. It's 50. That is actually okay because I can do that. Can get Elixir of Minor Fortitude and Mixology. And that's just the donation of wool quest. It's a repeatable quest that when one has wool and they need reputation with major cities, they can do a donation of wool to get reputation. I'm actually going to pick this one up while I'm over here because he also sells bags, which I need one of. So I'm actually going to treat myself to a bag there. Nessa Shadow Song. A friend of mine, Nessa Shadow Song, is a fishing merchant in Rothurian village. She needs a parcel taken to Darkshore and is looking for someone to help her. If you're interested, then reach Nessa. You must take to reach Nessa, you must take the portal in Darnassus to Rothurian village. You will find the portal west of the temple gardens. Just trying to feel out if my birds are done being rambunctious or not. When they wake up from their nap, usually they like to come out of their cage. Understandably. I think actually I'm going to end the video now. I'm gonna go pick this last herb. Or these last herbs, and then I think I'm gonna end it. I may record, or I'm going to record another one of these pretty soon. I just don't know when I'll be uploading it. I'm trying to stagger them a little bit just so it's not so like much being uploaded in the span of like 3 days. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to you guys soon, and I hope you guys have a good night. Bye.